of it.
They did it again.
Yeah.
They were up 24 in the second quarter.
They
26,
so
actually. They are flying around on defense. They're playing without a center and winning the rebounding battle.
Yep.
They out-rebounded them 47-40. LeBron, like I said in Super Crosstalk, LeBron put his team in the back. Austin Reeves couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yep.
I've never seen Austin shoot like that. 4 for 17, 0 for 9 from 3, and they won.
Yeah.
And it is a whole new vibe around this team. They at one point in the second quarter, I looked at Michael and went, they're not just winning, they're destroying people. They were up 20 in New York, up 20 on the Clippers, up 20 on the Warriors. And even though they let the Warriors crawl back in it, Greg, that's a game last year before, they lose for sure.
Oh, they
when
lose
Steph
that game.
went on the run and cut it to 5.
I thought they were looked like they were in trouble last night, and then Steph. Well, there was that the play that Draymond got all excited
so
about,
dumb.
the 8-second rule thing, and then they just
Which
blew the game.
It is a weird rule because 24 minus 8 is 16. It's not. It's not 15. They wait for 15 seconds. It's very strange.
Yeah.
But either way, there was a sequence in the second quarter, John, where LeBron hit 3 straight threes.
Including a 40-footer.
And from the logo.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
Yeah, the big one from the logo was fantastic.
It was just
At
bang,
the end of the
bang,
game, I've
bang.
never seen LeBron do this. At the end of the game, he goaded the crowd into frustrating Draymond Green,
He
and
had his
Green
arms
got,
waving.
Green got a
dance,
technical.
waving
He
his
was
arms.
doing the conductor thing.
Yeah.
Give it. Draymond was yelling at the ref, and LeBron's like, "Give it to him, people.
Yeah.
Yell at Draymond."
Yeah.
And they yell at Draymond. Draymond loses it, and he gets a technical foul. It is so fun to be around the Lakers right now, and Luka and Mark Williams haven't even played yet.
Right.
I mean, I'm now like, part of me is saying, how do we implement them without screwing up what we got?
Well, by the way, that's not a small thing. I mean, they've got to maintain this level of defensive intensity, which has been really, really good, with Luka on the floor, who's not a good defender.
Right. But I think what you're going to see is Vanderbilt and Finney-Smith are flying around on defense.
Yep.
I think they're going to play a lot with Luka and LeBron. And then the fifth guy will depend. It could be Gabe Vincent, who had 5 threes last night.
Right.
It could be Jackson Hayes, if you want another big. It could be Mark Williams, if he's healthy. I sent you guys this last night. Weird story from Jared Greenberg, who works for TNT. He did a live shot last night that said the reason Charlotte traded Mark Williams is his back is messed up and he can't lift weights. Mm-hmm. If that's true, that's a red flag. But
if
that may be spin by Charlotte, kind of like what Dallas is doing to Luka.
Right.
Like every day, something comes out of Dallas that Luka's a bad guy, Luka's out of shape, whatever it is.
Right.
And then everybody else looks at Luka and goes, "There's nothing wrong with him."
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Yesterday I said to Juan, leading up to the game, explained, Luka and now this Mark Williams and all this stuff. And I said, you know what? I think they can win a championship.
I do too. Well, if nothing else, they've won 8 out of 9 and 10 out of 12.
Right.
And against some pretty good teams.
So
if this playoff started today, I'd pick them to go to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
They'd have to go into OKC and win some games, but
still want to avoid Denver.
Yeah, I don't want them at all.
Nope.
And right now, that's who we would open up
right.
with. They're the 4, we're the 5. We're playing Denver Friday after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
In Denver. So let's see how we match up against them.
So when I brought up Lakers championship, Juan looked at me and said, "You are stupid." He said, I am stupid. He said,
I would have said that about you 2 weeks ago.
He said, put that in ChatGPT. Here's what came out of ChatGPT.
Well, what did you type in?
Is Steve Mason from ESPN stupid?
Okay.
No.
Steve Mason, the ESPN radio host, is known for his strong opinions and lively debates, especially on Mason and Ireland. Whether you think he's stupid probably depends on how much you agree or disagree with his takes. He's been in sports media for a long time, so he clearly knows how to keep an audience engaged. Then he said, put in this question. Is he overly optimistic? This is what ChatGPT said. Yeah, Steve Mason definitely leans toward the optimistic side, sometimes to the point where it feels delusional, especially with LA sports. He's a diehard Lakers, Dodgers, Rams guy, so his takes can be pretty biased. If he's hyping up a team or player beyond reason, that's just kind of his thing.
Type this in.
Okay.
Are the Lakers
totally true, by the way.
Are the
Yeah, it is
Lakers
totally
going to the NBA Finals this year?
Okay.
Let's see what comes
Typing
up.
it in.
Because I now think it's possible. I'm not saying it's likely. I'm not predicting it. I think it is now possible. And, Greg, the reason it's possible is they're defending.
Yes.
They have not played defense like this since Phil Jackson.
I really thought that their defense was going to take a massive hit with Anthony Davis and with Max Christie.
And by the way,
being
let me
gone.
take that back. The year they won the bubble title, they were a good defensive team
they were.
under Frank Vogel. But other than that, the 1 year with Frank where we won the title, and then when Phil was here, we played good defense. This is the first time since then.
And they're playing good teams and beating them, and like you said earlier, they're up by 20 on all these teams pretty consistently. The craziest thing that I'm seeing right now, most of the time, the Lakers, when you're looking at the standings, they're like 3 games out of the playoffs or 3 games out of the 6. And right now, they're a game and a half out of the 3 and 3 games out of the 7. So they're closer to the 3 than they are even to the 7. That's a great place to be
By the
right
way,
now.
who are the Clippers in the 6?
Clippers are the 7.
And by the way, they play
Who's
Houston
the
as of right now.
6?
The 6 is Minnesota.
Yep. And by the Houston is 4 right now. Denver jumped up to 3.
Okay.
Right. So that's good.
I think, Houston's lost 5 in a row.
Yeah, lost 5 in a row.
They are starting to level out.
Denver's won. Boy, the conference is. Thunder's won 3 in a row. Grizzlies won 4 in
Thunder
a row.
are
Nuggets
better
won
than
5
everyone.
in a row.
Thunder are. Here's the Western
They got
Conference.
Chet back too.
Yeah, Thunder at the very, very top. They're young. They're fast. They play defense. They're super deep. They have a great coach. Thunder are the team to beat. I'm not so sure. I think the next team to beat is either the Lakers or Denver.
Lakers or Denver.
Is Memphis in the 2, Greg?
They're in
Yeah,
the
they're
2.
in the 2
I'm not.
right
They
now.
don't scare me.
They don't scare
I think we
you.
would beat them.
I think Minnesota.
We actually knocked them out in the 2-7 matchup 2 years ago.
Oh, that's
when
right.
we went
yeah.
to the Western Conference Finals or 3 years ago in Darvin's first year. But no, that would have been 2 years ago because this is JJ's first year.
Yeah.
Mate, you're going tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think you'll see. It looks like a different friggin' team, man.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt and Finney-Smith just smother people, and they got long arms, and they're quick, and Vanderbilt plays bigger than his size, and LeBron is playing defense. People forget. LeBron was first team all defense 6 years, not in a row, but 6 times. Mm-hmm. And it's so fun to watch them now because, like you said, Greg, they build such a cushion early that even if they have a horrible quarter, like they did last night, they don't lose. In the past, if the Lakers had a quarter where I think they went 3 for 15 in the third quarter.
Right.
If they had a quarter like that, there's no way they're winning. They can't make up for it.
Yeah.
But now when
they did go to the free throw line a couple times.
Well,
last
but
night.
a couple
to
times.
Austin Reeves' credit,
Yeah.
his shot wasn't going.
Yep.
And when your shot's not going, the only thing you can do is attack the rim. He did, and I think he had 15 free throws last night.
Yeah.
So everything is going well. Now they got to stay healthy. The Luka and Mark Williams implementation into the team with their injuries is something. Mm-hmm. But I could not be higher on them than I am now. I just love the way they're playing.
It's the best. I mean, this is the best Lakers team we've seen since 2020.
It's the most excited I've been about the Lakers since 2020. I'm
Yeah.
totally with you. John, what do you think happens with Austin Reeves when Lucas starts playing?
I think he's going to get a ton of open shots.
Do you think he's starting? He's going to the bench?
I've heard speculation he could conceivably be a second unit guy.
I think either one's fine. I want him in at the end of games.
Yes.
Right.
I don't care if he's in there in the beginning. But one of the reasons I'd like him to be out there with Luka and LeBron is because you have to double both of them.
Right.
If you don't double LeBron, you see what he did last night, 42 points. If you don't double Luka scored 70 points in a game once. You can't guard him with one person. I don't care who the person is. So let's say Luka was playing tomorrow. I don't think he's gonna. But if he was playing tomorrow, the Pacers would have to throw 2 people at Luka and 2 at LeBron, which means the Lakers could put Vanderbilt and Finney-Smith in there, and they would have wide open shots. But most of all, they could put Reeves in. And look what Gabe Vincent does when he's wide open. He makes threes.
Yep.
That's no small part of why they've been winning.
Oh, that's a
They've
huge
been
part.
making threes at a feverish rate. last night in the first quarter, they made 56% of their threes.
Right.
They leveled off and finished.
Well, LeBron had 6, right?
He's 5 for 5 until he missed one.
Right.
Gabe Vincent had 5 threes. Dorian Finney-Smith had a bunch. It was there. So against the Clippers, 48% from 3. Against the Knicks, 47% from 3.
Yep.
Last night, 56% from 3. What I don't know is that because they're just hot. They're making shots, or are they getting better shots now because LeBron's being so aggressive? He's drawing
Maybe they're just getting better looks.
Yeah,
and
he's drawing the whole defense to him, and he's kicking it out, and guys are wide open.
Yeah.
So, but whatever it is, they should keep doing it.
All right.